So some of you think that my pump's dead in the custom water-cooled build that I did, which was obviously that pump there, the BitsPower reservoir, the EK WaterBlock, and the BitsPower CPU WaterBlock. So it's all the custom hard tubing, loop, and all that sort of stuff. And you actually thought that the pump was dead. Now, if you notice and listen when I stop talking, that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fans plus the power supply plus the pump. And all the fans are connected to the pump, and the pump runs on PWM and not DC. And watch how the fans will raise up, and so will the pump and all the coolant. And watch the difference, because it's not dead. I've never changed it, it's always been the same. You can watch my other video, link in the description, and you'll see it's the exact same pump. But look, I've got my fan curves, I'm going to turn it up and watch the coolant start to move. And there you have it. Pump was never dead at all. Now I'm going to turn it up so you can hear the fans, because you can't hear the fans at all. Right, so here we go. I'm actually going to take the front off, make it easier. So that's on full speed, full power, full fans. They're not dual fans, obviously, and the pump's going crazy, the coolant's going crazy, everything's going crazy. And I've always left it on half a bit of coolant on like that, because I'm deciding whether I'm going to take it all out and change the colour. But my girlfriend doesn't want to, but I might just do it anyway when she's not looking. Right, so now if I turn off the high speeds, and then we'll have it so it's running what I would normally set it up as. Then listen to the difference and then watch the coolant. It's still flowing, but just flowing at a much slower speed. So that's virtually silent, and you can still see the fans going around. So that's basically dead quiet. But you can still see the coolant still flowing through. Oh, I've done it so tight I can't even get it undone. But if you could see on there, you could see it flowing through. Oh, there we go, got it undone. Oh, you won't be able to see in there. Oh, I'll have to do it at a different angle. If I get some coolant on the actual screen, you'll be able to see it. I'll tip it to one side. But just moving the camera to the left onto the screen, you can see that that's what's operating the PWM for the pump, and all the coolant going around the system and the fans. It's all connected to one fan controller, where I can control all the fans and the pump all at the same time, and the coolant's flow. So that's why it's so dead quiet, and people thought it was dead, but it wasn't dead. It was just the fact that I thought to myself, why is this not pumping around like a normal DC pump? But then, after the video had finished, I decided that I was going to leave it, do an office build, and then carry on with the computers, and then come back to it. And now I've come back to it, which is about 6 months later, I guess. Or it might be less, I don't know. But I just wanted to prove to you that it's not dead. Most people think it's dead. It's not dead. It's still going, as you can see. So if I turn this up, and if I turn this up to full power, and then turn the camera back round, That's how loud it is. No one wants a computer that loud and all the coolant squishing everywhere. But let me just show you. So I'm going to take it from a different camera angle so you can see the actual side now. So as you can see the coolant is actually flowing through like crazy. This is on full power and everything like that. Nearly broke the graphics card, so no problem. But anyway, you can see the coolant's all coming out. But what you didn't see in that other video is this. So get it back to my normal settings. And you just listen to how dead quiet this thing is. And as you can see, the coolant is started to trickle down, but it's still going around and cycling around, but just at a very slow pace. Just listen to how quiet that is with the case door open. The microphone is literally, how far is it? I'll get a ruler. So from the microphone to here, to the pump, it's 30 centimetres away, less than 30 centimetres. And I can get it even more quieter, but I'm not going to bother, I'm just proving a point. So you see the coolant still dripping down inside the actual reservoir, and it's still pumping around the system, just really slow and really quiet. So if you think about this build was done 10 months ago, and I'm looking at the video right now actually saying that. People obviously liked it, it got a good viewing, loads of likes, all that sort of stuff. But for my preferences, I like this case. I thought it was very stylish, and I thought airflow might be a bit restricted. I thought this, I thought that, and I tell you what, I am quite impressed. You got notcher fans in here, which obviously complements it. You got white LEDs from Akasa, a GTX 1070, 6700K, white cables from, I can't remember, but link in the description down below. SSDs from Crucial. Crucial white RAM, which is sent it over so it matches the build, complemented it for what Corinne wanted. Pink coolant was from Mayhem's, and what I did is I just mixed it. I think I put water in it first, and then I mixed it with actually the flow going around instead of me shaking it in a bottle. I just done it that way. I've had no problems. As you can see, it's 10 months old. Also, the cable management's really good in this case. And also because I've got custom sleeving, so I'm guessing that made my life a little bit more easier. But let's talk more about this case. Now, this case I thought wasn't going to be all of that, but it is, because it really is keeping everything nice and cool. If I go into, temperature, 35 degrees. So 35 degrees with the glass front on. I know it hasn't got it on at the moment, but I do remember it was roughly around that. And it's not overclocked or anything like that. I have had it overclocked. It's been really nice, and I took the overclock off because she doesn't really need it. Anyway, the main thing about this case is, let's have a look. 10 months this hasn't been dealt with for. It hasn't been cleaned or anything. So that's how much dust is at the bottom, and this is how much dust is at the top. And that's hardly anything at all. So I'll just slip that back in there if I can. There we go. I can't remember where the other filter is. It might be somewhere in there. But anyway, I could probably write. Yeah, okay. To be honest with you, 10 months this computer has not been cleaned, and the dust in it is hardly anything at all. And I'm just really impressed with it, because other cases, like I've had for about a week to 2 weeks, they may look really nice and everything like that, but when it comes down to keeping dust out and keeping airflow and all that sort of stuff, which this case has not got a front panel. Well, now I've also got my Watercooled in 360 on the side there, power supplies behind. But for some reason, it's in a different chamber. It just seems to be nice and cool. You can see blatantly by the temperatures right now. It's at 34 degrees now. Obviously because I've got the window door to open, but yeah. And I like the innovative design. It's so easy. That is how easy it is to undo and take the glass bit away, work on the case and stuff. On the back it's got 2 screws and everything. It's just really simple. But anyway, if you want to look at the custom design that I've done with the cable management, have a look in the link description down below, which will take you back to the video of the future. But anyway, I'm cutting this video off now because that's all I wanted to prove, that the coolant worked, the pump worked, everything's working and it's all good. But just thinking about it, it's 10 months now, it is due to be changed. So when I change it, I'm going to be using Mayhem's cleaning stuff. They sent this over, a world of stuff, like probably about 10 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. And it's basically cleaning all the whole system out. I'm going to check the actual graphics card, CPU, reservoir, pump, see if there's any gunk in there from the Mayhem's coolant that I've used after 10 months. I might as well keep you up to date because that's the whole point why they send it over, to test stuff. Now, even though the temperature's really cool, we don't want the system to be gunked up. There's no silver or anything in the system. It's just pure coolant, just swifting around. And obviously nitro fans. And these nitro fans are not expensive. I think they're what are they? Nitro Redux, and I think they're about £15, maybe £12, something like that. Link in the description down below for all of this stuff. Even the water cooling. I don't even know what water cooling. Oh right, BitsPower. BitsPower Radiator 360. BitsPower 120. Okay. Anyway, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe now. I don't know. See you next one. Thanks for watching. That's the one.